All right, so what's going on, everybody? I'm Nate, and I want to say before I go into this whole thing of talking about the trailer, I want to say I thought it was a good trailer. I don't want anybody thinking that I hated this trailer or that it's complete trash or anything like that. I That is quite the contrary. I actually thought it was a good trailer. It just wasn't a great trailer to me. I liked it. There were things that I wanted to see that I didn't get out of that trailer that I hope I see in the next trailers that come out. But this was a teaser trailer. But just starting off as the first impression of seeing what this new Superman and DCU is going to be like, I don't think that teaser trailer really did it justice. Now, let me explain. So, my biggest issue with this trailer is that I don't think it differentiates itself from Henry Cavill's Superman. The reason why I say that is because if you look at the Man of Steel trailer, it has a darker tone. I won't say only, but the lighting in that trailer was dark. Clark was pretty much a nomad in a lot of the trailer. He was just wandering around aimlessly from place to place. And then at the end, you see him in the suit and he's flying up, right? Now, in this trailer, it started off with him falling down in the snow. And there were 3 shots in this trailer that I liked, right? Everything else I felt like was just a darker tone. The first thing I thought was pretty neat was Crypto. Now, I'm not like everybody else. I didn't fanboy out. I was kind of like, oh, hey, Crypto, that's cool. But I know that a lot of people were really happy to see Crypto. And I thought that was really neat. The best shot to me was him saving that little girl in slow motion. And I just thought that everything was just perfect about it. The way how he even did it, the way how he shielded her, even shielded her head to make sure that she didn't get any scratch or anything. I thought that was really neat. I thought that was the best thing, and I wanted to see more of that. There's another neat little thing that happens where they're running in there's a bunch of people running out in the middle of the desert, and you've got the one kid that's picking up the flag and, asking, hoping that Superman comes and helps them. But the only other thing in the trailer that I did like, or that I thought was really cool, was when at the end you see him flying up in the air. It's something about whenever Superman, when you see him take off, I don't know what it is, but it's just really neat. It's something about when it seems like he's going towards the sun or he's going into the atmosphere or whatever. And I don't know. That's just a really cool thing to me. And I've always thought that was really neat, even when I didn't like Superman. I just always thought, oh yeah, that is really cool. But I digress. But those were really the only things in the trailer that I was really like, okay, that is cool. I think that the way how it should have started off, what really would have been cool is it didn't have to be a whole dragged out thing. One, you could have put the saving the girl in the front. I think that would have been a really cool thing because that right there would have been like, okay, that's starting as a light tone. That's Superman. That's something I want to see. And then that could completely take away from the Man of Steel trailer, right? That completely separates that from that. Now, the colors and everything, James Gunn, he's going to do a really good job with that. I don't think there's anything CGI or any movie that he's done where I've thought that, okay, it wasn't great CGI or the colors weren't good and stuff like that. So I have no doubt that it's going to look good there. My thing is that, back to what I was just saying, if he would have started it out with him say if there was like a fire or something, and it doesn't have to be a long shot. If it's a fire, you see, or something is about to blow up, other than the blowing up scene with the helium tanks. But say I personally, if it would have been a fire, and then him flying into a building or something, bringing somebody out really quick, and the person has their eyes closed. It could be a kid, it could be an adult, but then they look up and they see Superman smiling down at them. I think that would have been a really cool way to start it off. And then have more shots of him, like say if there was like kids playing basketball or something, in like a rough neighborhood. And then you just have him overhand just looking down, or he could even approach the kids and then, smile at them. Something on that, something that really makes him not so much relatable, but just something that just it really shows that he is for the people, right? There was just too many shots where it just, my biggest thing, it felt like he just was doubting himself, like something happened and there's just a lot of doubt at the end of it. It seems like Lois is going to give him a pep talk. Doubt. You have where the people are throwing, the one guy threw a can at him and he's walking in the crowd. Doubt. You have it where he's looking down and he's like sad, and then you see Guy Gardner and Hot Girl come in. Doubt. Sadness. There was just so much of it. I was like, okay, I hope we're not going to get too much of that in the movie. And to be honest, I don't think we will. I think that we will get those saving moments. I'm just saying, for me to have loved this trailer, for me to have, what would have made me appreciate it even more is just those moments of saving people. Hope. Those things would have been great, and I don't know, maybe I would have been like, this is the best trailer ever. But I hope that we can step away from Dark Superman, because I really do think that we need that Superman that just is saving people. The coolest thing, what really made me start actually liking Superman, was I was scrolling on Facebook, and I'll never forget this, and I am in like a little comic book group. I don't know too many comic books, I'll be honest, but I was in a little comic book group, and sometimes they'll post scans of like some of the pages and stuff like that. And there's this one scan where it shows like this teenage girl, and she's on top of a building, and she is really contemplating jumping. And Superman comes up, and then he just talks to the girl, and he hugs the girl. And that right there was like, man, that is something really awesome. And I've gotten this character wrong, because I was, for the longest time, from like when I was a kid to my teenage years to like my early like 20s, I didn't like Superman. I'll be honest. I wasn't a Superman fan like that. I thought Batman was superior. I was more for like the Injustice, darker Superman. I was for that. But then like that scan is what really made me think, wait a minute, I've gotten this character wrong this whole time. We do need characters like that. We need the characters, you might call him a Boy Scout, whatever, but we need a character like that. We need a character that, hey, no matter what, he doesn't bend on his morals and everything. And I cannot stress this enough. Speaking of morals, I cannot stress this enough. I really, what'll make this movie really amazing to me is, please let there be a lot of meaningful dialogue with him and Pa Kent. In the trailer, it looks like they're kind of talking. Maybe Superman or Clark notices that he's sick, and maybe that's like kind of their heart-to-heart little thing they're having. But I hope that we don't just get so much action and we get so much of Clark where he's already, well, I mean, he's already going to be the news reporter Clark and everything. But I want more of the, hey, he goes back, talks to his dad, maybe if it's something he's investigating, and he goes, visits his dad, and then his dad is like, hey, remember when we talked about this and blah, 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 and, you know, don't feel down and out about this and, you know, whatever. And he gives him that pep, and then they flash back to other pep talks and stuff like that. That'll be amazing to me, because he was so influential in Clark's life that he really helped him become Superman that we know today. So that'll really make this movie, out of all the action, out of everything else, I'm sure that's going to be good, but just please have that intense, just heart-to-heart dialogue. That'll be really amazing to me. And when I leave this movie, I want to feel like, hey, I want to help the next person I see. That's how I know that this movie will be an extremely great movie, is when I walk out that I'm like, you know what? I want to, I probably, to be honest, I might not do it, but if I see like a random family or something, maybe I might want to offer to buy them dinner or something like that, or like something along that line, just to make me feel good. And that would be really amazing to get. So again, I just want to say, I thought the trailer was good, but it's just more saving people. If that would have been in there, it would have been an amazing trailer off of that. So, anyways, let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think about the trailer? Did you like it? Did you love it? How did you feel about it? Share the video, subscribe. I'm Nate. I'm going to catch you on the next one.